lot of people back on Earth dying while we gather our strength. They're wondering if we're ever coming back. Friends, family, parents and children. This isn't their fight. But they're buying us time with their lives.
Hi! I suppose I should give a little explanation as to what this really is. A few months ago I was watching some edited together version of a stream. It featured the popular YouTuber Cryaotic and his stream group. Russ Money, Snake, a whole bunch of other people. If you want to look it up, just find Cryaotic on YouTube. He's pretty popular, so he's not hard to miss. But during one particular stream they did, apparently something screwed up with the Cryaotic's computer, and they began to read off something called the Garfield effect. Now, it was read by Snake, who does a alright version of. Now, it was read by Snake, who, of course, is reading it in a Snake Metal Gear Solid voice, and it was interesting, and yeah, I thought I'd give it an attempt myself. I got a different style of reading it compared to some people. Another thing worth noting is the author of the piece. He's known as ShakespeareHemingway. This is a quote from Snake on this, but ShakespeareHemingway is a national treasure. I guess we'll see when we actually start reading it. So without further ado, I present to you Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure. No one has ever thought about combining Garfield and Mass Effect, but one particular user of fanfiction.net decided that they wanted to do this. The man is named ShakespeareHemingway, and he is the creator of the Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure. Let us begin. Garfield Effect, Galaxy Adventure, Chapter 1. Commander Shepard was talking to a elusive man in the Normandy spaceship about important missions. Commander Shepard, you need to fight the Collectors and save humanity, said the elusive man with conversation. I will do my mission, but it is difficult and powerful, said Commander Shepard with hesitation. Yes, you do not have the manliness to do this mission alone. So I defrosted the ultimate man, Garfield, from cryogenic slumber to lead you to victory, said the elusive man, with pride as he pointed to a mysterious figure. Garfield entered the room, with a manly strut ready to take on supernovas. When people think of manly figures, they don't think of Garfield, but, you know, if I wanted to save the universe with someone, Garfield might be on the list. Some lasagna-eating cat. Yeah. The only thing I hate more than racists is collectors. I'm gonna slam them into the outer hemispheres, said Garfield, head held high and fist pumped with justice. Have you pumped something with justice? I must first examine the crew to see if we are ready for space battle, said Garfield with knowledge. Garfield marched down the plank of the ship, examining the crew with intentions. Everything is with something in this. Greetings, Garfield. I am Miranda. I am your first officer. I'm here to help you fight collectors, said Miranda, checking out Garfield muscles. There's no... Okay, I'm just gonna move on. Hey there, sweet bumps. I would like to get into your collectors, said Garfield with flirting. Not now, Garfield. We have an important mission ahead, said Miranda, face blushing with rainbow colors. Oh, sexy face, will you at least make me a nice lasagna meal? Said Garfield with hunger in his heart. Even though I am woman, I do not cook. You will have to go to the mess hall, said Miranda with regretfulness. Garfield stormed into the mess hall in search of lasagna nutrition. Chef, I will have lasagna sandwich. Save the ice, ordered Garfield to the mess sergeant. I'm sorry, Garfield. Lasagna's rare galactic delicacy is only on the Citadel, said the mess sergeant with deep sorrow. What is this madness? Bombasted Garfield with an appalling shock. Galaxy is at stake and there is not even lasagna for nutrition. Head to Citadel at once, ordered Garfield with righteousness. The Normandy sped to the Citadel at highway speeds. When it approached the Citadel, the brakes were slammed so it could park. Garfield then entered the Citadel with Miranda to search for lasagna. The Citadel might know where there is lasagna. The Citadel Council might know where there is lasagna, said Miranda to Garfield in a serious tone. Then we will go there and demand satisfaction, said Garfield with urgency. Garfield and Miranda hurried to the Citadel Council and bust in, interrupting a meeting. This is galactic emergency. Me and my crew need lasagna delivered at faster-than-light speeds to us, declared Garfield with invigoration. I am sorry, Garfield. Blue Sun's mercenaries stole all of the lasagna, said the council with worry. I will break their bones with fists of fury, raged Garfield to the cosmos. They are outside preparing to take the lasagna to the headquarters. Maybe you can catch them, said the councilman truthfully. On hearing this, Garfield stormed out with purpose and headed to the docks like a cat greased with lightning. Look, Garfield, they are taking the lasagna, cried out Miranda in helplessness. Do not cry, woman, I will get the lasagna, declared Garfield with manly determination. Manly is capitalized. Garfield approached the menacing mercenaries and glared at them with eyes of retribution. Halt, villains, surrender your lasagna or face doom, roared Garfield with fiery rage. Ha ha, Garfield. The collectors hired us to steal the lasagna. Your stomach will be empty forever, said the Blue Sun's leader. Fool, I will pry that lasagna from your cold, dead fingers, exclaimed Garfield, with booming voice as he launched into furious attack. Get him and defend lasagna with mind, body, and stomach, said Blue Sun's leader to his henchmen. The henchmen hired at Garfield with raging guns, but Garfield did a cartwheel through all of them, splitting them in two. Another henchman tried to fire Garfield, but Garfield backflipped in front of him and broke his neck with velocity. It's just you and me, Blue Sun's leader, said Garfield to the Blue Sun's leader with intimidation. Please show me mercy, Garfield. I only stole lasagna for money, begged the Blue Sun's leader. I am the garbage man, and it is garbage day, said Garfield with slick style, as he grabbed the Blue Sun's leader and threw him into a garbage compactor. With all the Blue Suns gone, Garfield took the lasagna back with him to the Normandy, and was called by the elusive man. Good work, Garfield. Now the crew has lasagna to fuel war efforts against collectors, said the elusive man with admiration for Garfield. All in a day's work, said Garfield casually as he walked out. As Garfield walked down the hallway, he noticed Miranda approaching him. That's not lasagna. Good work, Garfield. I already read that. Garfield, you fought with sexiness today. I would like to see you in your quarters later tonight, said Miranda dreamily. Sure thing, honey sacks. I look forward to our meeting, Garfield said with romance. Later that night, in the captain's cabin, Garfield put his best love songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s CD in his CD player to put the mood on romance. Miranda walked in with sexiness and romance on her mind. Garfield, you are like man I have never met before. You make me wild like a hog on the hunt. Yet I do not know if it is right, said Miranda with concern. What is Amanda, Miss Miranda? Are you scared? Asked Garfield sassily. I am worried you are too much man for me to handle, said Miranda with honesty. Do not worry. it would be gentle, like chef putting lasagna into the oven, said Garfield reassuredly. Then Garfield, let us make love until... Then Garfield, let us make loving until the sun comes up, said Miranda with lust in her eyes and face. With those words, Garfield and Miranda embraced and made loving all night, with the energy of 1,000 galaxies. To be continued.